So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is, if you're searching for a role, if you're searching for an opportunity, where are you going to find it, right? And this session is not about some quick fix way that, I know some specific trick from where you can find a role and others will not be able to see that role or anything of that sort. But this is more of taking your entire career as a marathon exercise, right? Making it a part of your life, making your work a part of your life, because almost one third of your life is going to be your work, right? And about one third you're going to sleep. So, so that one third component of your life where, you work, from where you make your living. And of course, I think you have a lot of meaningful relationships. It adds a lot of purpose to your life as well, right? For most of us, in fact, unless you're one of the person who absolutely hates what they're doing, it adds a lot of sense of meaning or purpose to our lives, right? The way I'm sitting right in front of you guys, and it doesn't matter, like, if I'm going to discuss with my friends who are my colleagues in IITs, they're going to be like, okay, hey, what the hell are you doing with your life, man? You're doing these sessions and you just had 4 or 5 participants coming in, and what the hell are you doing with your life? You should be doing something completely different, and you should be doing something a lot more impactful and things of that sort. But then when I look at it, I have a sense of purpose because I feel that I can truly influence 4 people's or 5 people's career out here. And of course, I am willing to run that marathon. And that's the key point that I want to bring here, right? That it's not a quick race, right? It's not a 100-meter race, your profession. So what you need to do, many times I see people that, they desperately want to just get a job in a month somehow. But their whole purpose of doing something is that, okay, how do I get a job quickly? Now, what people, or many of the people are like, I want to become rich and successful right away. And they're focusing completely on trying to achieve that thing. But they're not understanding the point that who they need to be to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve, right? Like, what is that individual who can have all of those things, right? So when you say that you want to get a role in data science, and I am an employer, and it's a very basic, a very common sense fact I'm talking to you about, right? That you come to me with with an application, right? And my firm has a role, and it's like a really, really highly paid role, let's assume, right? And I'm trying to, I invite you, and you send me your resume. Now, in your resume, do you think that in today's world, and if it's not like a very basic role, or if it's if it's like a really, really important role, do you think that in today's world you can just fool someone off your resume? Like, you can just send your resume, try to show 10,000 things on your resume, and without having a trace on the internet about any of those things, do you think actually it is very easy for someone to believe that? Or rather, let me put it in a different way. Do you think that all the things that you talk about in your resume, right, rather than trying to show someone how passionate you're about data science or how much you like solving problems, don't you think that rather than trying to justify how much you like solving problems, it is much easier if they see it on your profile itself, right? Not in terms of, no, not that thing written there that I'm really passionate about, but they see that on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, you have been a consistent individual in terms of your exploration of data science and applications of data science and topics related to it, and you've been interacting with people in the same community, and you're trying to at all the time learn something extra in this field. Don't you think it will become a lot more simpler, this second way, compared to that first way, when you say like when you write an entire novel praising yourself in your resume or wherever on your LinkedIn profile, let's say, but there's no trace of any activity, like you've not even taken an effort to ask a single question, or even post it like a single graph and try to analyze it on your LinkedIn or wherever.